Hi everyone, it's Sarah here from Peaceful Pensieve. I'm going to do a video about my August setup, and I know a couple of people have asked me to talk a bit about how I plan as well, so I'm going to try and do that. Sorry in advance if this video ends up being a bit rambly. I always find it like, you know when you plan and you just plan how you plan and you just kind of do it, you don't really think about it, whereas now I'm trying to think, like, how do I actually explain how I plan to other people? So yeah, I'm going to give it a go. And then if you've got any questions, you can just put it in the comments or just message me on Instagram, whatever. So this is what I'm using for August. So firstly, I've got a Pocket XL. These are both from Gillio. So I've got a Pocket XL. They're both the Ostrich X leather. And this one's in the colour Oryx. And then this is my B6 Appunto. This one's in the colour Grigio, so this is one of their newer releases. So yeah, so I've done a flip of my pocket in my previous video, so you can always check that out if you want to look at kind of a detailed flip about what's in all my sections. But I'll kind of briefly talk through about how I plan in this. So this is my planner, so my list, everything. That will probably become a bit clearer as I talk through it. And this is, because it's a bound book, it's for anything I want to keep. So if I did anything to do with like memories or gratitude or affirmations, things like that would be in here. But I'm also now doing a daily brain dump as well. So I'll show you that. I've been doing it for a few days. I was inspired by Sierra. If you want to check out her videos, it's SM Plans. She has the most amazing setup videos. And it was the B6 one that I looked at. B6 Strategy Setup, I think it's called. So yeah, it's kind of inspired by her, but I've just done my own take on it, I guess. So if I just kind of talk you through, I'll check that I'm actually in the frame, yes. My pocket a bit to begin with. So basically, I've got sections for monthly, weekly, personal, home, my doctorate course, and lists. I have some post-it notes at the front that I just kind of jot any kind of random things down I need to remember, and sometimes I move them onto here if I really need to remember them. It's from the Crescent Planner, cloth and paper, and then these are from Squizzleberry, and that's from cloth and paper. But if there's anything I don't tell you where it's from and you want to know, again, just ask. So what I would do at the start of each month is I've got a tab. So I would look at my monthly tab and I would look and see what I'm doing for that week. I would then turn to this week. So I'll just get a week. That was this week, but say I was planning for a new week, I would turn to this week and I'd be like, right, what am I doing? Okay, I'll write this in. So I know that I'm going somewhere zen. So I would write them on my weekly, because this is my like events, and I can do any day specific tasks, but that's like my events. And then I would look at my to-do list, and any that I've not done, I would then transfer over to this week. And sometimes I kind of put them in the order of what the priority is, but that's kind of done very loosely. These insets are from Peanuts Planner Co, and these ones, the floral ones, are from SM Plans. So that's what I would do as far as planning out my weekly plan. And then what I'd also do is, if it was the beginning of a month, I have like a monthly to do here. So you can see I had last month to get a refund from the gym, which I didn't do. So I've transferred that. I haven't put it on my monthly, I actually put it on my weekly because I want to do it sooner. So you can see there. So that will come over to next week probably, because it's Sunday now, so I'm not going to do it today. So that will be put on there. And then I'll also look at my important dates. So this is mainly bills and things like that. So I'll look at August and I'm like, okay, I know I need to look at our house insurance. So then I've written on my weekly house insurance. So I need to look at that and get that sorted. So I use this important dates thing as well. And then the other thing I look at is my birthdays. So I'll look at August. I've got a birthday in August. So I would then write that on my monthly. Just double check the date that was. 19th of August. So Mike's birthday. And then I'll know when I get to that bit that it's his birthday. So that's what I would do for that. So basically I check my monthly, I check my important dates, I check my birthdays, and that's what I do every month. Every week I obviously just transfer the things over like I've spoken to you about. So that's kind of the main, I guess the main kind of planning part of it. And then I will also use, I've got things in my personal section, I've got things like to buy, so I might have a look at that because I've been paid and think, well, what do I want to buy this month out of that? I've got things like TV series tracker, things like a book log, stuff like that. So they're kind of more as and when, but yeah, I might look at that one when I've been paid and see if there's anything I want to get this month off of that. Something that I use all the time, so it's not really like a thing I do like, I guess monthly or weekly, I do it all the time, is these menu workout logs. So I log what I've eaten, my calories, my workouts. I tick off every time I drink a pint of water, and then I have my habit tracker as well. So that gets filled out, obviously more than daily, just all the time I fill out, just as and when, because I always have my planner with me. So that's something I tend to fill out all the time. And then I have my tab here is my shopping list. So again, that's something I fill out all the time because I will be doing something and then I'm like, oh, we need bin bags, so I'll quickly write that on. And it just helps me, I don't have to try and keep it in my head and then get to the shopping and I think, what on earth am I supposed to be doing? So yeah, that's that one. And then in this tab as well, which I won't be able to show, but I've also got just a grid insert, just a plain one with a list for work. So each week I'll rewrite that list, just transfer things over like I've done on my weekly, just because it ties it all up. Probably try and put it in a bit of an order of priority. So yeah, on a Monday I'll do that for my work list as well. So that's kind of how I would plan in this. And then what I've been doing with my B6, I'll talk you through this and I'll explain how that fits in with this, because they're kind of used in conjunction with each other. Okay, so I've just got some post-it notes. I normally have an ollie clip here, but it's just holding some bits of paper together because some of this is quite private. So I have my index to start off with. So this is where I reference all the things that I want to be able to go back to. So rather than kind of flipping through all my pages and trying to find something, I can just look in my index and I know what page number it's on. So this notebook is called a B6 Stalogy. So you have to number the pages yourself. So I just go through and write numbers. I think I've got about up to 50. But if I'm just sitting watching TV, I'll just write a few more numbers. So yeah, it doesn't really bother me. So this has got, as I said, things that I want to keep. So something here, I was listening to a podcast on self-love. Got some stuff about different essential oils. Things to remember as a psychologist. That's my job. Just a nice doodle, a quote that I wanted to keep. So again, so this is some journaling. So I'll just tab these together because that's private. Some journaling, a quote. I've been learning to play the guitar, so I've drawn out the chords. Some more journaling, so I've put some things on that. A quote, journaling, a quote. Another self-love podcast. And I found this Finding Calm in the Chaos. So I wrote this down, I really want to remember that because I can just look back on that. Oh, and I accidentally, so I was writing this out and I must have got 2 pages together, turned them, so I carried on writing it. So I had this blank bit, so I just put a couple of quotes to do with this in that middle bit. Yeah, journaling, my guitar stuff, application, journaling, gratitude log, so try and do one of these every month. I don't kind of force myself to write something every day. I try to, but it's not like a hard and fast rule. I had my July gratitude covered up earlier, so I'll keep using that. So this is kind of some of the new stuff. So I'm going to be doing some goals every month. So I've put kind of read 4 books, practice the 3 level 1 guitar songs, go for at least 4 run walks. That's because the idea of a run is too much, so I have to run a bit, walk a bit, run a bit, walk a bit. Have a relaxing bath and meditate 3 times. So I've actually done 3 run walks so far this month, so 1 more and I'll be able to tick that off, which is good. So this is where I've started my dailies. So I started them on August. So I just have a day per page per day, sorry. And it's literally for anything. So it's just any thoughts that I want to get out of my head, I just write it down. Whatever I want to just write down. So I had a couple of things that I wanted to do that day and I've just written it on there. I start each day with like a daily affirmation. So I just write the day, I do my daily affirmation like as soon as I wake up. And then I was making some rice that night, so I'll quickly write the recipe down. But then because I wanted to like remember that for the future, I put that in my index so I can go back to it. But there might be stuff on a daily that doesn't need to go on my index or anything. We watched Fantastic Beasts that night. That was a quote I found I liked. Just anything can go on here. So yeah, so that was the next day. So I had another affirmation, a couple of things to do, did a bit of journaling. It was Mum and Dad's anniversary the next day, so I wanted to remember that, so I wrote that down. So yeah, so that was really handy. So there was nothing on that day to put in my index, but it was just kind of getting stuff out of my head. And then I've just got some affirmations, just some examples. Kept that page blank to add to those. Then I've got Saturday, so yeah, as I said, just stuff out of my head. I'm not making it kind of really prescriptive or anything. I'm just doing what I want to do, just getting stuff out of my head. And I want to get some of those little stickers. So this is TV programs I want to remember to watch. So I want to get like a little TV thing just so it kind of stands out. So like I thought maybe a TV, a light bulb for like an idea, an asterisk if there's anything really important, maybe a book. So if someone recommends a book, I might jot it down. I can put a little book sticker next to it just to help things kind of jump out when they need to. So that was kind of the idea behind that. But basically, if I wrote down, I'd just chuck everything out of my head onto here, and then it might be that I sort through it like later that night, and I might find a few things that I actually want to do. So then I might add them into my pocket, into my weekly to-do list, because it's something that I need to do, that I've scribbled into here, so I can put into here. So this is like my organised, this is what you need to do. This is like my, right, just get everything out of your head, throw it down. Also things to keep, so like gratitude, stuff like that you want to look back on. That's what this is for. So that's how they kind of work in conjunction with each other. And I love the pocket size because it's so portable. So if I was like nipping to the shops, I would literally just take this. I wouldn't take this, I'd just take this. And if there's any kind of brain dumpy type stuff, I might write it on a post-it note if I needed to. But normally I'd just be like out with it using my shopping list. I've got cards in the back, so I obviously would use it for that as well. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I would do in my pocket. So portable, so it literally can go anywhere. But then when I've got a lot of thoughts going on, stuff I need to write down, I can just put it on here. It's a bit of a bigger book, and then I can transfer things over if I need to. Yeah, so that's kind of how I'm using both of them at the moment. There was something else I thought I was going to say. Oh yeah, so the reason that I've done this like this is I know some people like to section up their books. So some people might want to put all of the dates in the the front of the book for the first like 6 months of the year or whatever, and then start afterwards with the kind of bullet journal thing of like gratitude and like random things after that. But for me, I'm just better with the next available page, because then I don't have to think about, right, where do I need to put this? I can just shove it on the next page. I don't kind of overthink it then. And then anything that needs to be remembered goes on my index. So that's why I'm doing it like that. It also means that, say if I have a super busy day and one page isn't enough, obviously you can use post-it notes, or I can like just turn over and carry on the next page. It doesn't matter too much. So I like to have the flexibility of being able to just put something on the next page, but then have the index so that you can find the important stuff that you need to find when you look back. I've got, you get with the Gillios, when you get a first quality or a premium good deal, when you get a pen. So I've got the same pens for these, and I like to have my pen this way up. But the reason that I've got it this way up for this one is because I'm literally writing in it so much. Obviously, when you put it this way up, you like put it around the elastic and everything, so you make sure it's secure and it's not as quick. Whereas just shoving it in like this, it's like so quick to get in and out. So that's why it's like that, just because I'm just using it so much. Obviously not today, but normally so much that it's just easier to have the pen that way up. Even though, yeah, I like the pen to be the right way up, but that is a lot easier. So yeah, that's why they're a bit like that. But yeah, I hope that actually makes sense and that's been helpful for kind of what I'm using them both for this month. I hope it's been in the camera as well, because I sat down when I was filming some of it. But yeah, so this is like on the go, everywhere, planner, lists, absolutely full of lists. And this is more, I mean, this will come with me to lots of places, like when I'm doing my course and stuff, and when I'm going back to work, because we're at home at the moment because of COVID, this will probably come with me because I want to, you know, get all my brain dumps out. But if I am just nipping somewhere, I can just take this, which is perfect. I love the ostrich leather. It's definitely an investment, but I do actually, well, I just love it. It looks incredible, it feels incredible. This is the Ostrich X, so I love the difference in the quills. But the other good thing about it is it's really light, and I do get bad shoulders, so I put the exact same thing in this and in my aubergine, which is in the croco leather, which I've actually got here. And this weighed, I think it was like 70 grams or something more than that, with exactly the same stuff in. So it does make a bit of a difference. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted them in ostrich leather. But yeah, I'm really happy with my setup. At the moment, it feels like it's working well for me. I've only been obviously doing the brain notes for a few days, but I like it. And yeah, I hope it made sense. Just let me know if you've got any questions, and just thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos, and I will put my Instagram below as well. Thanks.